This is Tech Talk Radio. I'm Andy Taylor.
I'm still trying to see us on Facebook, and I'm Slick.
You can't see us on Facebook yet?
Well, here's the thing.
I'm Justin. I can see.
You can see? Are you
Yeah,
logged
you're
into
using a Chromebook,
Facebook,
that's
Justin?
why. Yes.
No, I'm not on a Chromebook this time. Right now, I'm using Debian 8 Linux
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well,
and the Firefox 64-bit browser.
Huh?
look at the big brains on Brad.
But what I have done is I've gone to facebook.com/TechTalkers. That's our account.
Uh-huh.
But I have not logged into Facebook. I wanted to see what I can see and what I can't see.
Right.
And what I cannot see. Facebook, and I've experienced this all week, Facebook puts this bar. When you don't log into Facebook, they put this bar on the bottom third of the entire web page, forcing you, hey, sign up, log in, sign up, log in. So
Right.
you only get to see the top 2/3. Everything else is kind of barred out.
Okay.
So I'm scrolling down. I'm refreshing the page now. I still don't see that we're broadcasting live. Again, I'm not logged into Facebook.
All right.
That's why.
And
Maybe that's why you need to be logged in.
Yeah, I was just doing this as a test to see
Well,
what.
he doesn't want to log in because then they know he's there.
Yeah, exactly.
They say to Ken hanging out, Amanda. It's Amanda. Amanda. She's
Hey,
I
baby,
see-
how you
Yay.
doing?
I see you. Yeah.
What's up, Amanda?
Sean Scott, a little bitch. I can say that, right?
Yes.
I can say that. You remember?
Oh, shit, I forgot about that name.
You know,
I remember him. I forgot about Little Bitch.
Yeah, I got to tell you a funny story about that there, Justin. We were talking, and we were talking about the old days at Lotus. And we was talking about, I asked, I said, whatever happened to you? And he started telling me the story about this DJ that stumbled upon some audio. This DJ named Justin.
Stumble upon some audio.
It wasn't you, actually. It was.
No, I
somebody
know.
else,
I
yeah.
know. Yeah,
You know
I
the story.
Yeah, I know the story. That was how we got canned the first time.
Yeah.
and then I came back.
He said, Justin. I go, oh, yeah, Justin's part of the Tech Talk Radio show, actually. Actually, one of the longest members of Tech Talk Radio next to myself, if you think about it. I mean, Mike and Bill still have a place here, but, you know, you've been
of course.
on and off on the show. And then, of course, Slick. I have pictures of Slick sent his girlfriend down to pick up the prize because he was afraid he wouldn't be able to get it because he was working at Clear Channel at the time.
The competitor across the street, so
Right?
to speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are
Okay.
we talking about today on the show?
We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, but I want to answer this question here really quick. Laura asked, three-way live streaming. How are we doing this? This is made possible. There's two ways you can do this. The interwebs. It's made possible with some software that's available from a company called Telestream. And you can check out their software at telestream.net. They're the only ones with a licensed API to do this, right now at least, to Facebook. And they're working on a Periscope plugin. But the software, we do everything. You know, we do have to run it like a video switcher, the whole bit. But we can control the graphics. We can pre-roll video. You can put scoreboards for churches, for all kinds of groups. This is a
some
great
cool
software. They have a new version 7. We don't have. We're running version 6, but it's really cool stuff there. You got a note. Hey there, Jason. Sean Scott says John Michael is mad because we were better than him. John's doing good. He's in L.A., I think.
Yeah, that's the thing, Sean. You look at what John's doing and look at what we're doing. John's still there.
All right, question. This would be a good one. Slick, Justin, we got a question from Randy. Said, should I upgrade to iOS 10 or should I wait?
Oh, okay. I'll answer this one, even though
Okay,
you know
just so
that I'm
you
an
know,
Apple hater.
I'm trying to point at you. I'm trying to figure out the reference here.
Let's go to the hater first.
Justin is not the big fan of iOS, okay?
Yeah, I am not a fan of iOS.
All right.
That would be me right here waving my hand.
You have the floor. All right.
However, there was an article that was posted on the interwebs about how the iOS 10 was bricking a lot of the devices when they would first try to upgrade. However, Apple subsequently went back and released an update to that to stop that. So I've had a lot of friends that have iOS devices said they've upgraded a lot. In fact, working in television, a lot of the reporters at the stations that we own and run, they all run iOS devices, and they've been successfully upgraded to iOS 10 with no bricks. So I would say go for it. I've actually been hearing a lot of good things about iOS 10. There's a lot of new features. One of the best features I've heard about is the fact that now you can actually delete the icons of the stock apps that come with the iPhone that
Yeah.
you don't want to use. You can actually delete those icons now.
Wait,
so that's
is he
kinda
is he
cool.
actually saying something nice about iOS?
I don't
Really?
no.
I wouldn't call it nice.
No.
Where's Justin? Where did you
No.
hide him? He's not an Apple guy at all. But
I'm still not going to go back to Apple, but I'm just saying I've been hearing some good things about it.
that is a good feature.
Yeah.
That is a really nice feature to be able to delete those. Though it's not the end all feature. I mean, the thing's going to be the camera, and if you want the
The headphone jack thing. Oh no, that's the.
well,
that's
that's hardware versus software. So
Right,
really,
exactly, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
The question is about iOS.
Yeah,
I think
iOS 10.
Justin's done. I think this is when now because Andy did try it. I think Andy should make some comments.
All right, I did do the, but you have to remember, I did the beta for iOS 10, and I thought, oh, this is going to be the greatest thing in the world, better than sliced bread. My battery life went from seriously about 5 hours down to about 3. But now you have to understand, I was running a beta on this, so certainly you can't judge it by that, right?
That it happens with Android too. Okay, because I just had a major Android upgrade about 2 weeks ago on both of my devices. I have a Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. That's my personal phone. And then my work phone is actually a Note 5. Not the Note 7, not the one that explodes, but the Note 5. But once I did that upgrade, I was noticing my battery life was just going to crap. I mean, it was really, really bad. But what's happening on that is because the apps that are on the Play Store, they're not optimized for the new upgrade. So once the companies go back and they redo their apps, I noticed that now, it was actually yesterday I think, I noticed that my battery is a heck of a lot more stable because I've been getting upgrades on all these apps like crazy. Every day Google updates like 10 or 12 apps. So now my battery's stable again. So what it is, it's an app that's not optimized for the new upgrade, and it takes a lot of your battery away.
I don't know.
Okay.
I did not like it.
All right.
I did that. I ended up going back to the previous operating system, and I went, and it was a pain in the butt to do. Make a backup before you go to iOS 10 if you're going to do it, but don't be in a rush. Seriously, if you don't need to do it, don't do it.
Okay.
At least right now.
My turn.
All right. Oh, Slick. Now Slick has some thoughts on this. All right, go ahead.
Okay, as soon as iOS 10 beta was released, they re-released it, and I was on it. Now, keep in mind, I'm using an iPhone 5. No cellular service, just Wi-Fi only. Okay?
All right.
So as soon as I got it, it was clunky. It was really bad. I experienced the same thing Andy did about as far as the performance goes. It was jerky. My phone rebooted multiple times. But, that's what the beta was for, and I made all of my reports to Apple, as I was supposed to do. Andy had to be productive on his phone, so he had to get off of iOS 10 beta.
Quick.
Yeah. So
It was really quick.
he needed a stable operating system. I, on the other hand, did not. So I tried to find all the quirks and bugs and goofs that I could find and report to Apple. And as they released, various versions of the beta release, it got better and better and better. And I was reporting about the speed, performance, the apps, da. So towards the end, just before the final release to the public, yes, iOS 10 did get better, and it finally did get stable. I've had iOS 10 on since the beta release. And I got the final release, I think days, maybe just a few days, because I didn't even notice it. I didn't even notice I was on the final release until I went to check to do some updates.
All right.
And this was before, it was released to the public. So I had iOS 10 final release. I was like, oh, okay. So it is, if you have an iPhone 5, as I do, absolutely, yes, go to the iOS 10, but it's time to start thinking about getting some new hardware. I mean, maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, but I got a feeling iOS 11 is not going to be for iOS 5 at all. Sorry, iPhone 5 at all.
Right.
I just don't think they're going to go down that low anymore because because it was glitchy.
You said time to think about getting new hardware, and speaking of that, that's another topic we can talk about on the show. I just purchased a bunch of new hardware for my PC.
Right.
So we can talk about that in the show too.
Oh, trust me, we'll be talking about that.
He wants to brag.
This is kind of like our pre-show. We're hoping that, that's why we're getting some questions from you, kind of where we're going to be going with the radio show that you'll be able to hear during the weekend. And you can also listen to it at Spreaker. You can listen to it at TechtalkRadio.com. Always, I just had to laugh though because Tom Perumian, who works in Palm Springs, I think it works in television. I worked with Tom. Just made a comment. Scott Valentine wants my Mattel M16 that he loaned you when he was 10 back. I remember that thing. That's when toys were cool. That's when you had to actually touch things.
Still is.
It wasn't a tablet.
Toys are still cool.
But you know what? If I went outside with that thing now, I could get shot. It was like full-size toy. It was like full-size, you know.
Yeah, you don't want to do that now.
Yeah, you don't want to do that now. Not a good thing.
For various reasons. I can think of right off the top. Hey, we're doing the Facebook stream, and I got to tell you, I can't see it. Now,
why can't you see it?
I can't see it.
Well, it doesn't look like your phone's on.
Well, no,
There
my
it is.
phone is on, but I think that there could be a lot of different reasons I don't see it. Number one,
All right.
I'm going through the browser. I'm logged into my Facebook account. I'm even over at facebook.com/TechTalkers. I don't see, and I keep refreshing the page.
We're not on Tech Talkers.
Where are we on?
We're on
my
Andy
page.
Taylor's page. Yeah.
Which is
Tech Talk Radio.
Okay, let me try to
Yeah.
get there.
Yes. Again,
All right.
throws me off.
Got to throw a shout out to Troy Yaris from Tucson T-shirts, the one who did our shirts, and even gave us a break. Even though you guys, I can't get you guys to wear your shirts.
Andy,
I do too. I wear it all the time, just not when I'm on the show.
What good is that?
keep
Well,
it
we're
clean
never
and
live
pristine
on
for our
video.
public appearances. Yeah.
Oh boy!
Okay, now I can see it.
All right.
The Facebook app, I don't think I have on any of my portable devices because it just bogs them down. I've got old Android devices.
I did
and they just don't.
I'm sorry, Amanda. Amanda just called you out, Slick. She said you don't have your USB necklaces. That's why you can't see it.
Right.
That is probably true. That's probably true. I'm going through them though.
Yeah.
I'm going through all my USB devices I got because I've
Yeah,
got
you used to wear like a necklace with how many USB devices did you have on that?
Well, it count because I've still been going through them trying to get them organized and cataloged. I think I got at least 10 to 15 that I wear around my neck.
How big are each of those?
Well, now the biggest one that goes around my neck, I think, is 64 gigs. Andy gave me a present of a small, low-profile USB drive that fits in any of my units. That's about 128 gigs, I think it was.
Right.
Yeah, got me that. There's a little gifty. Remember
Gosh,
when they
that's
were on
a lot
sale?
more storage
I
in
bought
my
one.
old computer.
That's when I had money.
Yeah.
Hey, hello from Idaho. Teresa Gibbs saying hello from Idaho.
Hi.
Hello.
I
Hey,
did.
Stephanie Bowe says she wants to know how we're doing this.
It's what we have at the Andy Taylor Studios, which are available for rent.
For the low cost of $99.99 per hour.
Right? Isn't that great? Sean, contact Troy at Tucson T-shirt. He'll make you your shirts. He does good work too. Yeah, no, we're doing this with a product called Telestream, Wirecast from Telestream. Go to telestream.net. You'll be able to get more information about it. Good product. And they actually have new Telestream gear. I don't know if you missed that last week. It's actually a hard box.
Yeah.
What is the hardware that was kind of reigning that market?
The competitor, the one that
What
you
is
wear
the
in your
name of
back.
it?
I can't think of it right now.
What is the name of that? Our friend Steve Haywood was using that.
Yeah.
From Tech, he started to switch over. It's one Leo uses. What is it?
I don't even remember. I don't remember.
I
the
couldn't
name.
remember the name of it, but
I don't know.
I want to say something like iStream, but it's not that word. It's something else.
It's like a hardware device,
Yeah.
but it does the same kind of thing.
Yeah, it's
but
got the cellular connections on the
Yeah,
back.
but they don't have the API for Facebook like this.
No.
This does.
Not that I think.
This is so easy to set up. Good for churches, sporting events, schools, the whole bit.
Picnics.
Picnics, get the family reunion, getting some thumbs up. I like that. Anyway, are we still broadcasting? Did we stop?
No, we're still.
No.
I can see it.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I see what's happening on that. So this is the first test one for us to do it.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it is we're also bringing in Justin from Denver.
Yeah.
Justin is in Colorado. So he sounds like he's a part of the show. He's here. He's coming in on an audio device that makes it sound like he's here. That box right there. But then now with video, it really kind of brings it all together. Obviously, and it looks like Slick's in a different room, and Slick's sitting across from me.
Yeah.
So that makes it kind of cool too. So it's pretty cool software. I'm trying to think. So some of the things we're going to talk about: new hardware,
Well, let
Yup.
me-
iOS 10.
Let me go.
We didn't-
Uber's self-driving cars.
again. They're still trying.
They just did their release on it.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I think it's still in testing phase. I don't think it's you can't actually get a self-driving car now yet.
Right. Why would
But
you
there
have?
was a video that was posted on
I think it'd be so funny. It'll be like drones. People will go out and buy self-driving cars, and they'll just send their car to work. Go on. See you
Yeah.
later. Just buy a car. Have a good day.
Yeah.
It's the kind of
Drive safe,
stupid thing
car.
I would do. I need a loaf of bread. I'm just going to send my car to the store. And then the clerk could come out and they put it in the car. You know, it has a little credit device, and then the car drives back. You don't even have to get out of your house anymore. How cool is that? Unless you want to play Pokemon Go.
No, I don't want to
that's
play
it.
Pokemon.
People are still playing that.
Yeah.
Pokemon Go, yeah.
It hasn't tanked yet, but yeah.
I don't know. I don't.
Well, what else? are we gonna talk
I
about
play it
then?
once in a while. I'll fire it up. We're going to talk about the Note 7. And
Boom.
Well, last week on the show we said that there was a recall of the Note 7. And then I find out there wasn't a recall. But then they're saying, no. They're telling people not to use them. So you have to take them back. But see, if there's a federal recall, apparently, then you can't resell your device. It's illegal.
What Samsung did also, I heard, was that they also released a flash update to happen like instantly that would disable the Note 7 from charging anything past 60%.
That's not good for people when they bought it, hoping they would get more battery life.
I think this is kind of a delay until they can get the whole thing fixed, but still, yeah, it sucks.
Right. Well, and now today Samsung was saying, wait a minute, people are starting to say, well, no, I'm having the same problem with the Galaxy, the Galaxy 7. And Samsung's saying, no. We have had no reports of any problems with any of their other devices.
People just trying to get their things.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys heard, but Delta had
banned.
is actually telling people, if you have a Note, normally they'll let you fire stuff up in airplane mode. They're saying no.
Nope, not at all.
Can't charge it, can't do anything. When I flew back to California, I left my phone off. I'm terrified I'm going to accidentally turn it on and crash a plane. I'm just,
Actually, I'm okay with that.
The
Being
phone's on all the
extra
time, no
careful.
matter what.
Hey, since this is a test that we're doing for those of you, when we're done, if you're interested, it's Thursday Night Football on Twitter.
Is it really?
Yeah.
They're doing that now?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Are people checking it out? Are they periscoping with it, or are they just watching the football game on Twitter?
Well, I'm just watching it right now. It's on tnf.twitter.com.
Okay.
Thursday Night Football, the Jets and the Bills.
Pretty nice.
Yeah. So it's CBS and NBC are going to be handling. Actually, Twitter's picking up the broadcast from CBS and NBC for a bunch of games. I've got the list somewhere. I don't remember if I was going to post it or am going to post it. It's a pretty good extensive list. I wanted to see what the first game looks like first before I posted it for everybody else.
Right.
I mean, if you really want to know what the schedule, you can look at you can do a search through the Twitter blogs, I think, as well as the NFL.com blogs, and then each team's. Well, no, you want to look through the NFL.com and CBS and NBC blogs.
All right. Yeah. You guys into sports at all?
I'm not really into sport. I'm into the internet.
You think?
I'm into if this was on like regular old broadcast television,
right?
I mean, unless I wasn't doing anything else, I wouldn't have it on. But because
Broncos, baby.
It's streamed,
right,
and I'm always on my computer, and it's free, yeah, I'll probably have it on the background like I usually do.
Yeah. We had the 520 Sports Talk guys in here on Tuesday. They do a show here from the studios, and then we do one out in the streets, and it's kind of cool. I was learning a lot about the sport of local sports and how important that is with high school sports, which was cool. But anyway, so that was kind of cool. So we're just kind of going through the motions just to see how this Facebook Live thing would work for us if we want to do it.
Looks like it works pretty well.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. So we are going to we're going to turn it off and focus on the show. But if there's any last minute questions that we can pop in there that you guys think we should be covering on the show, we'd love to hear from you.
Right, and get a pen, write this down, please. Quick, hurry. It's a telephone number. Come on.
Although the phone's not hooked up yet.
Good.
But next week we'll have it so that we can have Justin on, we can take Skype calls, and we can go ahead and take phone calls.
Okay.
So,
but we still got the voicemail still running, right?
Voicemail's still running.
Okay,
yes.
So here's the deal.
Okay.
It's our toll-free number. It's 800-524-6527. Feel free to share that around, spread that around. Now, you can call anytime, 24/7, and leave a question or, if you need some help with something. I mean, that's what the number's there for. So use it anytime. Hey, I heard about this. What do you guys think? Oh, I got a question. Hey, I got a suggestion. Whatever. So feel free to use it anytime, spread it around, and keep it handy.
I'm playing around with the switching effects that we have. That's a little too much. I think.
I see that.
You see that? Hold on, let me
Yeah.
try another one. That's called swing door. You get different effects here. Let's try swoop. What is swoop? Let me bring you in, Justin. I'm bringing you in via a swoop. No, slick. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, I got a delay going, so
let me bring Justin in on one. I'll bring you in on. Let's see. What do we do here? Let's do bowstring. What the heck's a bowstring? Here we go. Here's a bowstring. Bring in Justin into the shot. It's like a cartoon, when they stop and then they take off really fast. Okay, let's go back just a straight cut there. There we go. All right. Well, cool. We had a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody, for popping in. Yeah, so as Amanda said, so 1992. I think we'll do this on a regular basis just before our shows, just to, maybe we can answer some questions, help you out. If you have questions, you hear something. I know one of the other things we're going to talk about, and this means these guys are going to start having to think about this one, is when you buy a piece of hardware, a used computer, etc., how do you know what it's worth? Or maybe you have one and you want to get rid of it. What do you sell it for? How do you find out? So we'll talk about that stuff, and you'll be able to catch that on the show on Sunday. You'll find it online at Spreaker. So in the meantime, let's say thanks, everybody, for popping in and checking out our Facebook live stream.